We are back with more exciting SFL action, and we are here in Tennessee for the Titans home game.
Just as we saw last night, two undefeated teams go up against each other, one of them receiving their first loss. Tonight, it is completely the opposite. Both of these teams, the Titans and the Browns, are both winless coming into this game. Or excuse me, the Titans and the Broncos, too. And tonight we will see their first win in the SFL regular season.
Yeah, despite the fact that both of these teams are winless, it is not to take anything away from them. Both incredibly skilled teams in their own right. We've seen some of the best football from both these teams, especially here from Nar Seaman over here. One of the greatest, if not the greatest running back in the league. And it looks like the Titans are going to be starting with the ball, so we'll see just what they're able to do with it here at home.
Receiving team readying up for this kick. Here it is underway. Seaman back to receive, and he's running with it. Getting up to about the 28-yard line as he's brought down.
Not a bad reception there. Austin Fleck going to come out on the field. Definitely as focused as ever, trying to bring his team to their first ever victory in the main season.
Didn't have a very stellar Week 2 game, getting only 154 passing yards and no touchdowns, but still got a rushing touchdown, and we'll definitely be seeing him run with the ball quite a bit tonight. It's no stranger to him. Here he is under center, signaling Noah Ford.
Noah Ford moving a little bit there, but hands off to Narin. No surprise here. Running it up the middle. He's going. Wow.
Down all the way 18 yards to the 46-yard line. Great way to start out from Nar Seaman. Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero getting the tackle.
Yeah, definitely a great way to start things. We saw Narin definitely being a workhorse last week, getting the ball a lot of times, but just wasn't able to bring in the victory against a strong Patriots defense. We'll see if the strategy of giving Narin the ball continues, or if we'll see if Austin Fleck's taking it to the air a little bit more tonight.
Under center once again, looks like we might see another handoff. Signaling in motion. There goes Nar Seaman down the middle. Ooh, and breaks through.
He fought
Could
for
have
those
been
yards.
a short gain. Turns into about a 6-yard run.
Not bad. Definitely a big fighter is Narin, able to slip through and push for as many yards as possible. Now second down for the first time tonight for the Titans, but they're also already in Broncos territory.
First time shotgun. Looks like we'll see a pass play here. We will. 2nd and 4. He'll pass to the left. And he has his man open, I believe. We've got Pocho Camonye on the reception. 12-yard gain.
This so far, a very, very strong drive, very clean football we've seen from the Titans. If they can keep up this kind of momentum, it could be a very good night for them. Playing
Absolutely.
with almost
down
no
on their
mistakes.
Broncos 36-yard line now. Here's the handoff. Oh, he'll fake it. Play action, throws screen right there to Craig Sankey. Getting nothing much on that reception. Here's that offensive line, or overall offense for the Tennessee Titans. Some really notable players here. Very strong front line for the Tennessee Titans. Young King Bobom getting the tackle.
Yeah, it was a bit of a rough play there. No yards gained there, but nothing lost. Just tackled down at the line of scrimmage, but looks like he's going to pass it up one more time. Caught again by Craig Sankey, who's taken down, but I think he got the first down there. Yes, he did.
Craig Sankey getting about, looks like 11 yards on that reception, making up for that pass play. King Hippo gets the tackle on Craig Sankey. As the Titans are now down on the 25-yard line.
They can see the red zone.
The shotgun.
We'll see if they can break through here. Yeah, definitely stepping back a little bit more, but giving it to Narin again. Narin slipping through the middle again, about 6 or 7 yards again. Very solid run, another 6-yard gain. And now they're in the red zone, so we'll see just what the Titans are able to do and if they can convert. Hopefully looking to get in the end zone on the very first drive of the game.
Save for that no-gain reception by Craig Sankey earlier, every play has been resulted in positive yardage here. We'll see if they can keep that up. Here's another pass down to Logan Smith, who will get the first down, getting down to the 12-yard line. 6-yard reception.
Yeah, Logan Smith was able to bring that in, and once again, the chains move. And yeah, besides that 0-yard gain from Craig Sankey, this has been a very, very strong drive. Every single play getting yards. Bring it down. Is it going to be handoff? No. Handoff. Fake there. Oh, Narin breaking through!
Juking through! We'll get down to the 1-yard line.
Only 1 yard
Great
to go.
effort right there. Well
He
done.
gets first down. First and goal on the 1. Wouldn't be surprised if they hand it to Narin a little bit more here. Try to see if he can slip through to get to the goal line. Almost brings in 6 points right there. Just stopped a little bit short. He was able to juke Fire Emblem Roy, but King Hippo stopped him.
We didn't see a whole lot of runs from Narin Narasimhan last week against the Patriots. Tonight it looks like that might be changing. First and goal from the 1. Fleck is in the shotgun. He'll
Fleck running.
No, he'll run it in himself. And that's a touchdown for the Titans.
Wow. The defense definitely closed in on Narin, so I think that might have been a good decision there, but overall...
Definitely read that play very well.
Great play by the Titans. Austin Fleck bring it into the end zone, and now they take the lead on the first drive of the game. 6-0, about to be 7 as Max Monahan is going to try to kick the extra point here.
We have yet to see a missed field goal in the SFL, and we will not start here. Monahan drills the extra point.
A great kick there, a great drive all around.
Broncos definitely going to have to respond big to that. To that Titans exceptional first drive.
Absolutely.
Dropping off almost 4 minutes off the clock.
It's going to be very tough for them to respond with that. Over half of the first quarter already over, but the Broncos are about to get the ball for the first time tonight. Con Ra, we'll see if he's able to bring his team to victory here. But first things first, the kick to Kung Lao will determine the field position for the Broncos on their first drive of the night. Max Monahan kicks it away.
Awaiting the return.
Wow.
It'll go deep into the back of the end zone. No return here. Ball will get brought out to the 25-yard line as we see the Mummy Con Ra approaching the field. Very much a step up from his first game. The Mummy Con Ra had a great week 2 with 312 passing yards and 4 passing touchdowns. It'll be interesting to see what he can do here.
Yeah, we almost saw the Broncos claim victory, which would have been very exciting last week. But nonetheless, this is a great opportunity for them. But, starting with an incomplete pass.
They decided to go with a pass play at the very beginning. Here we'll take a look at the Broncos offense. Mario with just a stellar game last week, getting 113 receiving yards, and that includes 3 receiving touchdowns. Just wowing everybody in that game against the Browns in Cleveland last week.
You know, he was never believed to be one of the top receivers, but he proved everyone wrong, and now Sonic, Humanoid Sonic, was able to get that catch.
15-yard gain. Humanoid Sonic right there. Ashton Igo was able to put a stop to that play.
And now, even though the first play was an incompletion, you can see Con Ra kind of shaking those nerves a little bit, able to get a very solid completion for a whole 15 yards there. For the Broncos' sake, you got to hope that they can make more of these mid-range passes and make them work. First attempt at a run play. No, it's a play action. Taken to the air again, and it's caught by Luigi.
Luigi's another one of those players we don't see a whole lot of. But then when he shows up, puts on quite a show. It's a very solid 15-yard gain right there, getting to the opposite side of the field.
There's a lot of pressure in the center of the field there. He had a lot of people on his tail, so there wasn't a very good chance that he was going to be able to run it further than that. But being able to make the catch was more than good enough, as now the Broncos break into Titans territory. Con Ra, we'll see if they try to do any running plays. We have Lee Everett lined up in the back.
Another play. Gonna fake it again, and wow, a solid tip right there. Number At 67, getting a great deflection. We'll take a look at this Titans defense. So many fantastic players. That includes Aiden Murnane, Luke Sturzma, Brandon DeMichael. Just great performances by them and so many others last week when the Titans lost to the Patriots. Definitely a great performance, especially up against that top-tier offense from New England.
Very spectacular, and something that's really special about the Titans is the camaraderie. Definitely a close bond between all of these players, and you can see that with just how well in unison and in sync they are, already putting an end to that run by Lee Everett.
First run we've seen today from Lee Everett, only getting a few yards. Evan McFadden has the stop.
Now 3rd and 7, not a situation that you want to be in if you are the Broncos. Going to be an important conversion here, so that way they don't end their first drive scoreless. They're outside of field goal range, but a pass is going to make it work. Caught by Mario, but fumbled.
Oh, it's dropped. It was dropped and it looks like ripped out of the hands. Aiden Murnane gets a recovery at the 15-yard line. Mario, what could have been a fantastic game, drops the ball as he gets just decked right there. Gets hit 3 times. Watch this, 1 by Ashton Igo, 2, and Brando DeMichael gets the final hit, which will force the fumble out. Aiden Murnane recovering the ball.
Wow, that was a heartbreaker. That was such a big play, too. Mario was able to bring it in, but an unfortunate fumble. No question about that one. No booth review. The Titans are on the field.
Once again, we've seen quite a bit from Narnar Seaman. Won't see a play with him here, it looks like. But pass deep to the left. And that's Fojo Kamonye.
It's caught.
5 straight completed for Austin Fleck as a 33-yard reception by Fojo. Brings him to the 48-yard line.
I was just about to say that. It's a little bit scary to start a drive deep in your own territory, but in one play they changed that so swiftly, almost at midfield now, just off of a single gigantic pass play. They're going to be starting at their 48 here. 1st and 10 once again.
His second reception of the night. Looks like we might be seeing another pass play. We will.
Pass it down.
A short one here. Logan will get across the first down line into enemy territory. Like approaching 100 yards already.
Still no incompletions tonight for Austin Fleck. We'll see if that can continue as the clock is winding down a little bit further here in the first quarter. Just over a minute left to play. Quick pass to the outside.
Screen pass.
Caught. Logan Smith again.
Not able to get around those defenders, but still getting a solid gain of 7 yards on that play.
Yeah, Logan Smith's definitely being well scouted right now by the Broncos defense. It's going to be hard to give it to him, who is arguably the best receiver on the Titans. But Fojo Kamonye definitely having a good game tonight. We'll see if it goes to him anymore. Oh, but quickly back. Oh, no. Number 48, actually.
I believe that's Colin Gerthoffer. It's getting 5 yards. Still getting a first down there. Winding down to the end of this quarter, we'll probably see 1 or 2 more plays from the Titans here.
Fleck lines back up, but yeah, Narin not using a ton of energy from Narin right away, trying to save it for a very important play. Caught there by Logan Smith.
Wow.
Take it down by King Hippo.
Pummeled right there by King Hippo. King Hippo watching him take down a man of Logan Smith's size. It's just not something we're very used to seeing, but still, Logan Smith shoots right back up and is ready for the next play.
So yeah, sandwiched between King Hippo and the ground, but Logan Smith pops right back up to his feet, excited that he was able to make such a big play. He got up to his feet faster than King Hippo did. But that's the end of the first quarter, 7-0 in favor of the Titans. We'll see just which team will be able to claim their first victory here in the SFL, as we got 3 whole quarters left to play.
Got a score of 7-0. They move to the other side of the field, like is under center. And here we won't. A play action once again, throwing to Colin Gerthoffer again. Gets to about the 6-yard line. Like it's 10 for 10 on the day.
Wow, all around a very solid play. Things were looking a little bit dangerous, but able to make things work, even though he was tackled by, hey guys, it's Pac-Man.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Colin Gerthofer a backup?
Yeah, he
tight end
is.
here?
It's very
Interesting. So we do see
surprising.
Craig Sankey right there, but probably using Craig Sankey more for a blocker, as the passes are getting thrown on multiple occasions here to
And
Colin
there,
Gerthofer.
now we can see Craig Sankey out on the field. Oh, running up under center.
Changing the play, it looks like going to pass once more
Craig
to the
Sankey.
goal line. Here's Craig. Craig will just get stopped. Nothing there. Doesn't look like Craig Sankey is able to run with the ball much after he gets a reception.
3rd and 2.
All of that offense.
It's got to be frustrating to be so close to the goal line or even moving the chains, but just unable because of this strong play by these Broncos defense. But it looks like he's going to try to pass it, go straight into the end zone here. He's going to run it!
Rolling
Another rushing
in himself.
touchdown.
Once again, a rushing touchdown from Austin Fleck, bringing the Titans up to a score of 13-0. Crowd is loving this.
Great work there, satisfying the hometown crowd. Now up, it is a 2-possession game. We'll see just what's going to happen. How are the Broncos going to be able to respond to this? Only time will tell.
Fleck does something that not that many quarterbacks do in this league. When he sees an open hole, he takes it and goes for it. Definitely is much more of a runner than any of the other quarterbacks in this league. Here's the extra point from Max Monahan, getting him to 14-0. 6 minutes to go in the half.
This is the most positive I've ever seen the Titans look since the preseason. A very exciting moment for the Titans to have a 14-point lead. 6 minutes left in this first half. Now, Conroth, very focused right now. He knows that, especially after the game last week against the Browns, one single mistake can cost an entire game. And he needs to play his absolute best tonight so he doesn't lead his team to an 0-3 start to the season. But we'll see. It's about to be kicked away to them. This drive very, very important to the morale and the momentum that the Broncos will have for the rest of this game. Ooh. Kick didn't go quite as far, but...
Oh, Noah Ford.
Oh my god.
Just pummeling the returner right there.
Well, it looked like
29-yard line.
Looked like maybe that short kick would have been a little bit detrimental to the Titans, but Noah Ford made sure that that did not happen. Hit hard. Starting on the 29, still not bad field position to start things out. But we'll see if Conroy is able to do much with it.
Under center on a 1st and 10 from the 29. Here's a handoff to Lee Everett.
Whoa.
Didn't get much there.
Lee Everett having a very difficult night tonight against this Titans defense. Both of his attempts just not able to make much out of it.
Gerald Graves gets the stop. Here's the mummy Conroy in the shotgun, gonna pass it once more here.
Whoa, deep!
Deep to the right, and he has his man. It's
Luigi.
caught, brought down, and no fumble this time by the brother of Mario, Luigi, getting 41 yards on that reception.
Wow, absolutely huge for Luigi. What a deep pass. Very bold is Conroy tonight, but he knows it's a dire situation. He's brought down now just a few yards outside the red zone at the 27. That was a very important play. And yes, unlike when Mario caught the deep pass, no fumble, and they have great field position. A little bit of a low snap,
Lee
but
Everett.
Lee Everett breaks
Tries
through.
to get the juke, but could not break away from the tackle. Getting across the first down line, Aiden Murnane has the stop. Inside the red zone now are the Denver Broncos.
Lee Everett able to make a little bit more happen on that run play than his previous plays, but we'll see if they will keep handing it to him, maybe to make some bigger plays as well. But right now, the passing isn't looking too bad for Conroy, bar that fumble we saw a little bit earlier in the game. Definitely more than enough time for them to fix things, but wow, a great run! Lee Everett!
Ooh!
That's close.
Decided to juke there, but that just seemed to slow him down. Still,
First and goal.
gets a first down, bringing it to a 1st and goal. The Denver Broncos are 5 yards away from their first points of the night.
This has been a great drive for the Broncos, showing just how much skill they can truly have when they get their hands on the ball. They're great at moving it down the field, but now the more difficult part for the Broncos is just completing the drive in the end zone. Only 5 yards to go, but I think they can make it work. Oh, but so unfortunate.
Franklin Clinton gets swallowed up in the back there. Danny Igo just swallowing him up.
Wow, couldn't get
Down
anything.
out the 8.
Stuck on his own blockers because of a great play by the Titans defense, and Danny Igo just swiftly able to get in the back and take him down. Now 2nd and goal, 8 yards to go.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Waiting patiently.
Here's the handoff. Franklin Clinton.
Ooh.
Or I'm sorry. I believe that was Lee Everett. Flag is down.
Ooh.
Defense.
Danny Igo.
Not much for the ball spot change, but it will give them a fresh set of downs. Definitely something the Broncos will take gladly. You can see Danny Igo's very regretful.
That's just as important here. And look, now they're all bunched up on the line. This goal line defense, we'll see if they'll attempt another run play. They will, but
will he break through? He will.
Franklin Clinton.
Touchdown. Franklin Clinton pushing across the goal line. The Denver Broncos are on the board.
Great work from the Broncos, able to push through. A solid run play by Franklin Clinton, able to get some points on the board. Still one possession away, but
I believe Dylan Richardson was trying to get the tackle, but seemed to just toss him over his body and threw him right into the end zone right there.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a difficult tackling situation. Now kicking it up for the extra point, and it is good. 7-14 right now.
Hero of Hyrule Link gets the extra point, bringing this to a 7-point game. Titans are definitely going to need to keep up that momentum they've carried through the beginning of this game if they want to stay in it.
7 points is not a bad cushion, but you got to imagine that they want anything more that they can get. So this is a unique situation for the Titans starting this drive right now. They just got scored on, but they're still ahead by 7. I'm interested to see what kind of play calls we'll see, as there's still half of this quarter remaining before we get to halftime. And the Broncos will be starting with the ball at the half, so that could affect the play calls quite a bit. Wow.
Straight through the uprights. Touchback, bring the ball to the 25.
We only saw one rush from Ryan Furlong last week, but he was able to get 11 yards. We'll see if he can make that running stat even better here tonight. But nonetheless, the drive starting at the 25. Not going for a run at all. Oh, scratch that. He will himself. Oh, interesting. Looked like Narn was in his way a little bit there. It was a little bit difficult for Austin Fleck to determine a place to run. Only gaining 3 yards.
Such an awkward run right there, and kind of weaving around his own man and the defenders, but then ended up just running into a defender straight on.
That was
the
difficult.
Looks very disoriented right there. Looks like they'll trust the actual running back here with a run. Spike is under center with Narseeman in the backfield. Here's the handoff.
Narseeman
will run to the outside.
So close.
Gets stopped right there.
If he was able to avoid that tackle, there's not much that was going to be able to stop him after that. But 3rd and 2 now. An important conversion, only 2 yards to go.
College graduate Dr. Mario gets his first tackle of the night. Interesting, we haven't seen him up until now. Under center, now Austin Fleck. Signals Gerthhopper in motion. He gets the handoff. Narseeman will get across the first down line, but won't get much more.
Moving the chains was all that they had in mind for that play, and that is more than good enough. Young King Bob-omb able to stop that from getting anything more.
Young King Bob-omb, the notorious receiver as well on this Denver Broncos team. It'll be interesting because in the first 2 weeks, we've seen a pass go to King Babam, where it resulted in him getting negative yardage. We'll see if they continue with that strategy tonight, or if they put that attempt to rest. We'll see.
Very strange. Not the best at receiving the ball, but as we can see right there, definitely a great at tackling. Very interesting lineup. We saw this last week as well.
2-minute warning is approaching, but they'll get the playoff. Nar Seaman will run.
Wow. Hit hard.
Few yards. 14-7 is the score here with 2 minutes remaining in the half. Titans wanting to do something here since they do not receive the ball at the start of the second half. So I'm assuming they'll just want to run the clock out as much as they can.
Absolutely. The last thing that they want to see is a tied game here at the half.
Mm-hmm. They'll pass it this time, going left as Fojo getting down on the 44-yard line.
A great catch by
Fojo, 59 yards on the night. This is hands down his best game of the season. Coming into this game, he only received the ball once for a 20-yard gain in week 2. We've seen quite a bit from him tonight. Here's Fleck once more, gonna pass.
Ooh, ouch.
Wow.
Logan Smith hit very hard, but he still holds on to the ball. Gain of 7 yards on that one.
An incredibly resilient player is Logan Smith. He's able to get up after every single hit. It's definitely something you want in a player in this sport.
Now,
Like
I honestly,
center on a segment 3.
I would argue that we're within field goal range for Max Monahan, as we've seen him do some incredible things, but now we certainly are. Craig Sankey taken down.
Craig Sankey getting a huge play, and the Titans will call their first time out of the half.
Now changing their strategy from running the clock out to trying to get in the end zone. Definitely do not disagree with this at all. Suddenly with a big pass to Craig Sankey, the door is wide open for them to increase their lead by 14 points total. You can see the score go up to 21-7 if this is successful. Fleck passes it.
Grant Meacham getting his first reception tonight will push across the first down line.
Grant Meacham fought for those yards, and it helped so much. The chains have been moved. Less than 5 yards to go. It is first down.
12-yard gain right there on the 4-yard line. First and goal approaches. Titans have 1 timeout remaining.
This is an exciting moment for the Titans. They can change the entire pace of this game with one single good pass, and it's caught.
There it is.
Logan Smith.
Logan Smith pulling it in for his first touchdown since week 1. Didn't see a whole lot of Logan Smith in week 2, but looks like he's back here in a very solid reception right in the end zone.
He made himself wide open. Great pass. Back to business as usual for Logan Smith. A great receiving touchdown, his first of the night, and hopefully for the Titans, many more on the way. Now the lead is much wider than before. Things are looking very good for the Titans going into the half. Max Monahan going to kick the extra point here before kicking it off back to the Broncos, and the extra point is absolutely good.
21-7.
Wow.
Very solid start here for the Tennessee Titans. The Broncos just haven't been able to put up that many exciting plays. They've been very lackluster here tonight.
It's been hard, especially when one of your biggest plays results in an accidental turnover. The Broncos got to be a little bit hesitant to try and make those big plays again. Of course, they did have a good successful pass to Luigi on a big drive, but there has to be a little bit of fear in their hearts for trying to do something like that after what happened with Mario, Jumpman Mario. Kung Lao in the back to receive this, though. We'll see if he's able to run the ball up or if it'll just be a touchback. He catches it at about the 15. Ooh, brought down pretty good near the 35. This is a good opportunity for the Broncos. They could possibly make something happen here. Narrow the gap to only 7 points. 51 seconds to make something happen. It's definitely possible. We've seen crazier things in the SFL.
In the shotgun this time, we'll see a pass play
Huge
Conroe
catch.
throws short to the right. Straight out of Ryu. We get to the 50. 48, excuse me. Timeout taken by the Denver Broncos.
Conroe, that pass was very solid, but they do not have the time right now to be settling for smaller passes. So we'll see if they go for something huge here, but right now he's under center. We'll see if we actually see a run play. Be a very interesting strategy, but nah, drops back. Oh, hit hard as Sonic.
They did not want him going fast anywhere else. Brought him down immediately.
Only one timeout remaining for the Broncos. 42 seconds left to play, and now they are in enemy territory. It's definitely possible for them to make this 14-21. And since they're starting with the ball in the second half, they could tie the game up pretty easily. Just all rests on the shoulders of Conroe, who drops back for a pass, and it's caught by Sonic again.
Keeping his feet in bounds down to the 29-yard line now.
And
Humanoid Sonic has gotten quite a bit of attention tonight.
catching it and running it out of bounds, of course, exactly what they need. Now that the clock is stopped, they can take a moment to breathe, plan out their next play accordingly. And they preserve a timeout. So we'll see what they're able to do here. Oh, but there's a booth review checking if his feet are in bounds. Now, this is an important booth review. This could change the tide of this game. We'll see here. Ooh, I don't know. Need to get a different angle. Looks like his foot was dragging.
It depends on when he got possession of the ball, but I wouldn't be surprised to see this one get called back.
I wouldn't either. It's a bit iffy. Here. Not sure if his foot was actually on the ground when he got possession.
Here we go. Here's the call.
I think they've given it to him. He's been confirmed to be in bounds. Ruling on the field does stand, and that is the best news that the Broncos could possibly hear right now. Thrown deep. Oh, Mario not able to make it happen.
Deflected right there.
Ashton Igo was able to stop that pass. Would have been huge for the Broncos. Mario able to redeem himself. It would have been, but no. Stopped hard by the Titans defense. 33 seconds remain. 2nd and 10 on the opposing 29-yard line. Conroe steps back. We'll see another pass here. Thrown. Oh! Missed the receiver entirely.
Way in front.
Unfortunate. Conroe starting to feel the pressure a little bit here, making some rookie mistakes. But he definitely has the potential to make a big play here. 3rd and 10. We're definitely going to see a deep pass trying to get it straight into the end zone here. We cannot risk. But a play action. Cannot risk getting anything less. Stepping out of bounds again.
Humanoid Sonic once more. That exact same play works out for them. Getting up to the 14 now.
Absolutely.
Good job getting out of bounds. They still have 26 seconds to work with.
If it ain't broke, you don't have to fix it. It was absolutely perfect. Being able to stop the clock, still preserving that last timeout. The Broncos are playing incredibly well with the hand that they've been given. But we'll see if they're able to make it work. On their 14, they could get a first down and move the chains with only about 3 yards to go. We'll see if they can make that happen. But Conroe looking straight for the end zone. No.
Oh, overshot once more. That's his 5th incompletion of the night.
Yeah, difficult night for Conroe. I don't know if he's just feeling a lot of pressure from the strong Titans defense, but it's hard to say. We'll see. But Conroe stepping in the back right now. We'll see what he's able to do with this. 2nd and 10.
This is the most incompletions Conroe has thrown in a single game.
Wow. And another one.
Again.
Another one for the list. Very unfortunate. This is a difficult night to be Conroe.
He went 21 for 25 last week in a major nail biter up against the Cleveland Browns. This is a very Week 1-esque Conroe. It's not something Broncos fans want to see. But we'll see if he can pull through here. Gets to the end zone and he has it. Finally gets a complete pass to Luigi.
Touchdown Broncos.
Favoring the player 2 Mario brother over the OG this week.
Luigi just being a lot more consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And very much appreciated for the Broncos, able to make this into a single possession game just barely before the half. That was a very important play for the Broncos. Great work from Conra and Luigi, and they're celebrating together right now. Incredibly happy that they made that work. Hero Pyro Link looking to kick this through the uprights to make this 14-21. Likely the last points we're going to see here before we go into the half.
15 seconds left for the Titans, and could see just a quick run for Nar Seaman just to wind that clock down. But I don't see the Titans doing anything too big before going into the locker room here.
I don't find it too likely either. Now the Broncos will probably use their remaining timeout, or not actually. They just want this half to end as much as anyone else. So we'll see what they're able to do here. 15 seconds. We'll definitely see at least one play after this kick to Nar Seaman. We'll see how far Narn's able to take it up. Definitely one of the best kick returners in the league, but he won't even have the chance to prove it. 15 seconds on the clock. Austin Fleck already out on the field.
Odd choice to kick it all the way out of bounds here with just 15 seconds remaining.
I agree.
But we'll see what happens.
Gonna run it up. Oh!
Wow.
Almost clear there.
Our team won't get much.
That's gonna be it.
That will take us to the end of this half. Very back and forth game here. 21-14 will be the score going into the half.
Titans are in the lead right now. They could be on track to claiming their first victory in the SFL. But we'll only be able to determine that in the second half. We'll see you for some more action coming right up. Alright, we are back for the second half of this very exciting game. The Broncos, the ball here. Very close. One possession is all that separates these two teams. So if the Broncos are able to get it in the end zone here, we'll have ourselves a tied game once again.
Looking forward to seeing how the Broncos respond after getting a touchdown at the end of the first half. We'll see if they can come up and possibly tie the game before the Titans even get a chance to touch the ball. It's kicked out of bounds out of the back of the end zone.
Very interested to see what Conrad can do. I'm sure there was a lot of good game planning in the locker room here, because after such a narrow defeat last week that the Broncos suffered, they're incredibly focused now that they know that victory is still very much possible in this game.
Oh, quick screen.
Oh, whoa!
Out to Humanoid Sonic getting a solid spin.
Wow, he's able to get those yards back. I thought it was going to be a tackle behind the line, but great at the spin move there. Humanoid Sonic was able to break through.
Tried to run through Alex Story there at the end, but couldn't break through. But still, good effort. Made something out of a whole lot of nothing there. Ball in the 31 now. 2nd and 4.
Ryu is in motion right now. We'll see if we get the ball to him. Play action. Oh, lots of pressure. Throw it hard.
Pass, quick pass away. Mario will pull through.
I can't believe
29-yard reception.
That just happened. I hope we get a replay on this pass here. Yeah. Look at how he
again making something out of nothing. Look at this.
Alex Story on the stop again, though. But wow, Mario was able to catch that dire pass. Conra just throwing it just to get the ball away to avoid himself getting sacked. And I don't even know if he expected to gain all of that yardage right there. But suddenly, pretty deep inside Titans territory. Conra has big play potential, and he's proving it right there. Proving that this game is winnable. He's going to pass it again, and it's caught by Sonic.
Sonic will break through.
Touchdown! Broncos! Oh,
40 yards. And that's an automatic 10 fantasy points for those owners out there for Humanoid Sonic. What an incredible play. What a way to come back here. The Jets on Sonic getting him straight into the end zone.
Just like that. Just seemed like they were all too slow. And Humanoid Sonic able to bring it right into the end zone. A great receiving touchdown for Humanoid Sonic. And now We are just one extra point away from Hero of Hyrule Link to seeing the game tied for the first time since the very start of the entire game.
That is the first time Humanoid Sonic has reached the end zone in this season.
And what an important time to do it. To tie the game, we are at 21-21. This football could not be more exciting.
Just 3 plays in that drive. What a quick run down there.
That is the Broncos that we hope to see. I mean, we saw it definitely in week 2, but the first half of this game was not going quite that well, but proving that those great Broncos are still there somewhere underneath with a great drive, a great way to tie things up. Nar Seaman in the backfield. He's ready to receive this huge kick. We'll see if Link kicks it out of bounds once again, or if Narin's going to have a chance to run it up the field. Narin receives it here. He's running.
From about the 11, we'll try to run to the outside, but gets pummeled right there at the 32-yard line.
Solid run, solid field position. Austin Fleck coming back out on the field, hoping to make something happen. Now that they do not have the lead anymore, Austin Fleck looking to make some more big plays, as we can see here he has made tonight.
Just some great passing right here, and finding some receivers that haven't gotten a whole lot of love this season. Grant Meacham and Foch Camonye, to name a couple. Logan Smith getting that sole reception touchdown. The other 2 made rushing from Fleck. So here's a 1st and 10. Once again, we'll see him pass. He is perfect on the night, but no, he'll run it. Ooh, tries to get around, but just shoved to the ground. He
was hit hard, and Fleck
relentless push down.
Looks like he's going to drop it, but Fleck able to still hold on. Always got to have a little bit of fear in your heart for the chance of a fumble, but Fleck making sure that happen. And as you mentioned before, Fleck is perfect on the night. 0 incompletions in the entire first half. We'll see. That stat will not change. 0 incompletions. Foch Camonye catches it. He might have gotten the first down. He did. Wow. Still no incompletions we have seen tonight from the Titans whatsoever. Definitely some of the best football we've seen from the Titans.
Try not to jinx it.
We'll see if that changes though, but maybe we'll see Narin run the ball here. Unsure. Dropping back, throwing the ball. Caught again.
Once more, 18 for 18. This is the most attempts that Fleck has thrown in a single game thus far.
And I don't know if he was maybe underestimating the passing game of the Titans earlier on in the season, but now he's starting to understand that the strengths of this team lie all around the field. But gonna give it back to Narin. No! What a catch! Whoa! Oh my god!
I have no idea what happened there.
That defender just got flung into the air. That I don't know if that might have been Fire Emblem.
Foch Camonye just breaking through. What a beast!
He didn't want number 19 to be the incompletion. He slid to catch the ball and get the first down, and he popped the defender over his head. Narin getting the ball but pushing through. Oh, he stopped there. Wow, no yards there. I'm a little bit surprised, but Big Boss just too strong, able to stop that rush from getting anywhere.
Nowhere to go there. Yikes!
This is a very strange drive we've seen so far, but certainly not bad by any means. I'm excited to see what goes on here now. We're at 2nd and 10. Back to Narin.
Here's a handoff to Narin Seaman. He'll get a juke, a big one at that. Breaks across the 20, the 10, and a touchdown for Narin Seaman. He will get all the way down to the end zone.
Narin Seaman with a
hands with Matthew Elledge.
Rushing touchdown, adding 6 points on the board, and the lead goes back in favor, and that is the proof right there of just how good Narin truly is when he can get the ball. The last play wasn't the best example, but we can see right here. Wow.
That juke around Dr. Mario, he just shoots right in to the end zone. Fantastic effort. That is the Narin Seaman we have been waiting to see.
A brilliant touchdown. And now the lead increases to 7 points once again. The kick is good. And they're going to kick it back off to the Broncos. What a great drive. 2 minutes, 38 seconds, 68 yards, 6 plays. Just phenomenal.
Surprisingly, that's only the second rushing touchdown Narin has had all season. Very, very surprising just looking at that stat once more, but still, just a great play. Probably, maybe even the biggest run he's had all season.
I can agree with that. Definitely making a big play there where it matters. Once again, the Titans taking the lead. It's got to be very exciting for all the Titans fans out there as they kick it away to the Broncos, who have just consistently, their entire career so far, this whole season, been fighting an uphill battle. I don't even know if they've ever had the lead besides last week, but we'll see if they can make things happen here. Conrad definitely, as we saw on the last drive, can make anything happen. He can make gigantic passes, but seeing a handoff to Lee Everett, no, he drops back for a pass. And it's caught.
Going to the left, Luigi. He has Luigi again. This is the most we've seen from Luigi in a single game. Before this, Luigi had only caught the ball a total of 3 times. But tonight, I believe that was maybe his 5th reception?
Yeah, he's been receiving the ball a lot. I mean, he is a very, very good wide receiver. I'm very surprised that we hadn't seen it that much the rest of the season, but definitely proving it with his 4th reception of the night. Very good for Luigi. And honestly, you can just see that both these teams are pulling out all the stops, trying everything in their arsenal. And this is just all-out warfare on the gridiron here. Very exciting to see these two teams pulling out players that we don't typically see, making big plays with them. And we even just saw Franklin Clinton get some yardage there.
Franklin Clinton last week, we saw Lee Everett get the bulk of the yards, but Franklin Clinton got the sole rushing touchdown up against the Cleveland Browns. Ooh. Definitely sharing the love there. You see Lee Everett get a few yards, making it a 3rd and 3. We haven't seen a whole lot of 3rd downs in this game tonight. Both of these teams have really just been pushing across this field. Just a great offensive effort on both sides as we reach under 2 minutes.
This has been exciting football all around. Oh,
and he got a jump. Will they call this a false start? They will, yeah.
On the offense.
Saw the defense get a little jittery right there just because they got provoked. So the ball will get actually moved back, and that is not what the Broncos wanted. 3rd and 8 now. Conrad will look to pass to make up for those yards. And he has a completed pass, but it doesn't look like.
No.
Sonic did not get his feet down. Ooh,
he was out of bounds. Humanoid Sonic. That was a close call. I wasn't too sure even when he first caught it, but let's see the replay here. Oh, yeah, it looks like his toe might have just hit the white there.
Looks like Humanoid Sonic and Ashton Igo were really getting into it after that play. Punt got a little aggressive there.
Yeah, and
first punt of the game.
Back to the Titans.
Sail down the field.
Narin with the ball. Narin slipped. Oh, he tried to slip through.
Run.
I agree with the concept, but not able to get too much out of it as Austin Fleck comes back out on the field. Currently 19 for 19, looking pretty good so far, but he's going under center right now. We'll see if we see a run here again from Narin, who just got a rushing touchdown last time. Oh, he gets hit hard. Wow. Losing 2 yards. Not what Narin was expecting to see after he got his hands on the ball. Instead of seeing open field, he saw the helmet of a Broncos defender. Just like that, losing a couple yards on the first play of this drive, but still in a pretty good situation. Ash Ketchum able to force Narin back for 2 yards. They still have a 7-point cushion, so we'll see what the Titans do with the lead right now as the 3rd quarter ticks down to an end here. Just over a minute left. But wow.
20 straight. Grant Meacham getting the reception there. And that is 20 for 20 so far for Austin Fleck.
Wow. That is so many complete passes in a row. The Titans are just making things work tonight. And this is the Titans that I think we were hoping to see the first 2 weeks, but proving that they can definitely hold their own here in the SFL. Having a great night all around tonight. We'll see if the ball gets handed to Narin, though, here. as Fleck is under center.
Narn
And
trying to get
play action.
Ooh, play action. Get
Craig
throwing
Sankey.
it. Craig Sankey will just get about a yard before getting thrown out of bounds. Something else I just saw. Narn is currently tied for the most rushing yards he's had in a single game at 101.
Wow.
So it looks like this game could turn out to be Narn's statistically best game, and it's definitely showing. A big breakaway run earlier to the end zone, as well as just a great effort breaking through tackles and other things in past plays.
Narn is
Second and
absolutely
10
playing hard tonight. They're not overworking him like we've seen before, which is very good for the Titans, but ouch.
Another fake, and that's the first sack of the game. Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero coming through, getting a 7-yard loss
Third and
for the
long.
Tennessee Titans. Ouch. Swallowed up right there.
We'll see what Fleck can do with a third and long situation here. We'll see just what he's capable of. Deep passes. He's going to need to make something big here. Don't want to punt it away and give the Broncos a chance to tie things up, or if they dare go for a 2-point, even take the lead. But that's going to be it for the third quarter. I don't think we're even going to see this play as the clock has run out. 1 quarter left to play in this game. Only 7 points separate these two teams.
A great effort right there by Sub-Zero getting that sack earlier, and definitely put a stop to the momentum that the Titans have been putting up. This is a huge third down coming up.
Let's see what happens. Fleck gets the ball, feeling a lot of pressure. He throws it down.
There's
It's
a pass,
caught
and
by
he
Craig
gets it
Sankey.
complete. Craig Sankey pulling through with a great reception
Wow.
in double coverage right there. 54 yards for Craig Sankey tonight.
Powering through that was Craig Sankey, and what an important catch. One of the most important catches of his entire career, and drive will continue. Wow.
King Hippo bringing him down after pulling in the catch.
And that was so important for the Titans. And now a bit of a sigh of relief, but don't want to sigh too early here because they still have 48 yards to go before the goal line.
Up by a touchdown in the fourth quarter. This is a good position, but the Titans just need to keep pushing. Under center will pass once more.
Wow.
Getting a short one off to Narin, I believe. Or no, that was Fojo Monnier.
was able to receive that.
23 consecutive reception or completed passes, I should say.
Ooh, and that one was almost swatted away, but somehow it's like every single player on the Titans' hands have become magnets tonight. Just all these passes have just been able to work all the way through the first 3 quarters of the game, and even in now it seems. But 5 yards to go. We'll see if they try to go for a run here, trying to maximize the amount of time that runs down on this clock. Especially if they can score at the end of this drive. It could be impossible for the Broncos. Narin pushes through.
Jeez. King Hippo going hard on that tackle right there. Jeez.
King Hippo.
And Narin did not convert there. Couldn't get the first down. Now they will be facing a 3rd and inches.
But even with that, Narin yards in a single night. King Hippo with a heavy tackle, putting all of his weight on him, but it's
Quick
thrown.
one off to Grant Meacham. We'll try to
And
get
that's
across the
close.
first down line. Did he, though? To be extremely close. We'll see. No, he will be stopped short.
That is super
6th
unfortunate.
tackle by Fire Emblem Roy. Be a big one. We'll see what the call is here. I definitely would suggest to them that they go for it. They're in such a great position to be pushing through, gaining more getting more on top of the Broncos here, but
We'll see what they go for. I
just
fear
a
that
big stop
they're
there.
going to go for
they
it
will
here.
be going for it.
I agree with this call. I definitely think that they're in a position where they need to go for it. Maximize the amount of time draining on the clock. Go for another
Looking
complete
for a
pass. It's
It's
caught!
short complete to Craig Sankey.
Craig Sankey
We'll
again.
get the first down and more down to the 22-yard line.
25
Craig Sankey is
for 25. What a night. 10 yards
Craig
per
Sankey,
reception.
70 yards tonight.
Craig Sankey has had a great night so far. He's had a few scares so far this season, fumbling the ball crucially against the Patriots. But he is more than competent enough to make big plays and help his team out so much. And on that 4th down conversion, they are 2 yards outside of the red zone. Now 22 yards away. If they can get in the end zone here, this could be the beginning of the end. Play action.
A fake handoff.
Oh, he runs through the middle, taken
Try to
down.
run through. Oof. Yeah, wasn't getting much out of that. Ash Ketchum gets a piece of that sack.
Yeah, another.
Look at that being called out. Stack City. This defense very hyped up.
The defense of the Broncos looking very good tonight, despite what the scoreboard might say. Playing their hardest, but they just haven't been able to stop the momentum that Fleck has had on his pass plays. But right now, it definitely seems like they have the run scouted out a little more.
4 minutes, under 4 minutes now left in the game, and Titans have just been doing a really good job at running this clock out. They've had it, I believe, through the entirety of this quarter.
Narin with a spin.
Get a spin, but just pummeled right there.
Loses 2 yards.
Will losing yards there. His first reception of the night. 3rd and long for the Titans now, but like you said earlier, I definitely think that Max Monahan is capable of doing a lot when it comes to kicking. And a field goal here would also be very big for the Titans. So we'll see how they can do on this 3rd down if they're able to convert. I'm assuming we'll see a pass. Looks like we will as they're
Broncos
lined
defense.
up in the shotgun. Here he is. Looking around for a
Running.
receiver. No, he'll try to run it himself.
And he makes it!
Breakthrough! He'll break through!
What?
Getting across the 1st down line.
I thought he was done for. Unbelievable. 1st and goal on the 9. I don't know how Fleck was able to make that happen. That is the most unbelievable quarterback rush I've ever seen in my life. Austin Fleck somehow able to break through all of that congestion, and he gets a 1st down. One of the best quarterback runs I've ever seen. And I don't think the bench can even believe what they just saw. Incredibly excited, and now this is the very good situation. This is the most appealing situation I'd say the Titans have ever been in their entirety of existence.
They're doing a fantastic job at killing this clock. I mean, 2.5 minutes now are left in the half, and the Broncos haven't even seen the ball this quarter. Here's a run from Narasim getting down to the one. Just couldn't get there. Yeah, he couldn't reach out far enough. But a 2nd and goal approaches now from the 1 yard line. The Titans are in a fantastic spot right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if Narasim or Fleck is able to run this across the goal line, but the 2-minute warning hits. Still 7 points dividing these two, but 1 yard to go. And the Titans can make it 2 possession. Any points on the board here for the Titans at this point could very well seal the deal.
Absolutely. It'd be very tough for the Broncos to respond with 2 possessions, so any score will do the trick. Here we go.
Giving it to
Here's
Nard.
a handoff to Narasim, he'll run it in.
Touchdown. Titans.
A 1 yard rush will seemingly put this thing in the books unless we see something big from the Broncos, but just a great rush right there by number 34, getting a 34th point for the Titans tonight.
Great work from Narin. 2 touchdowns in a single night. Definitely fired up. This is the Narin Narasim we were expecting to see this season, and we can see that the Titans absolutely have it, and they have brought it tonight. Nearly flawless play from the Tennessee Titans, and Max Monahan gonna kick the extra point here to make this a 2-touchdown game. 35-21 is your current score. Wow. Great drive and a great ending. All around. The Titans have just had it tonight. We'll see what the Broncos are able to do, though. They just have just shy of 2 minutes to make something huge happen. Conra, as we've seen in the past, isn't too phased about big point gaps, though. And he has the potential to send the ball down the field in the blink of an eye. We even saw it earlier tonight, but Now he can't just do it for show. This is the entire game is on the line here for the Broncos. So after that touchdown from Marin, we kick it. Broncos have a chance to take this thing. Take it at the 15. Brought down at the 29. And now Conrad's about to come out on the field, and we will see what he's able to do on this drive.
Gonna need something big here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we just see a bunch of passes. A bunch of deep passes trying to get it down the field. Pretty much no runs. Oh, caught there by Ryu, but no, he's not able to bring it in. He's brought... Oh, no, that was Luigi. Sorry, I thought that was Ryu.
Speaking of Ryu, we have not seen a whole lot from the Street Fighter guy himself. Haven't seen a whole lot of receptions from Street Fighter Ryu tonight. No huddle is called.
No huddle. Trying to preserve the timeouts as long as possible. Only 2 yards to go on second down. Moving the chains.
Right
caught
there,
by Ryu.
There he is, speaking of the devil. Getting a first down. Clock winding down here. Yeah, that was Ryu's only his second reception of the night. Noah Ford gets the stop. Another no huddle is called. 1st and 10 now as we approach just a minute left. Conra looking around for his open receiver. Finds a man
What a
to the
catch
right.
there. That was an important catch by King Bob-omb!
What? There he
His
is!
one reception of the night! 15 yards!
Games straight. Young King Bob-omb has a reception.
I knew I
And this
recognized
time-
that number. Wow.
This time he actually makes something out of it. The past 2 games, the first game he got
Wow.
a negative 1 yard reception. Second game got a terrible negative 2 yard reception. But tonight he's making up for all of that, getting him to the 36 yard line when they need it
Wow.
the most.
Now he
60
has
seconds remain.
positive career yardage for young
Wow.
King Bob-omb. I saying that, but the Broncos not giving up on that strategy. And a deep pass!
Going deep to the
God!
left, and he has it in.
I bet
It's
his feet
in.
were in. Yeah, they were. 1st and goal.
Humanoid
Sonic.
Sonic doing such a great job at keeping his feet in bounds this
Wow.
entire game, and now the Broncos are down to the 2 yard line facing a 1st and goal.
There are those big plays that I was talking about. Conrad can definitely make them happen, but the Broncos, it isn't too little too late. 2 yards to go. 1st and goal.
Humanoid Sonic doing such a great job at receiving tonight.
Absolutely. And now, with 2 yards, Conrad looking to make a
1st and goal.
quick
From the 2, gonna go
touchdown.
to the end zone.
Ooh, Mario was... He would have gotten some more points.
Jeez.
To
Poor
his
Mario trying to
repertoire.
make up for his past mistakes and just hasn't been given the opportunity
No, it's
all
been rough.
game to do that, really. And now just 51 seconds are left on the clock. Denver Broncos still have all of their timeouts left.
I think they realize the writing is kind of on the wall here, but they want to
They
end
might
this.
save that
Oh.
for another. Ooh, they might save those timeouts for another drive if they're able to get that. Great pressure right there from
With the-
Tennessee, forcing Conrad to throw the ball out away.
With less
3rd and
than
goal.
a minute left on the clock, I just don't find another drive in the Broncos' future to be very likely, unless, of course, they can succeed in an onside kick. But, I mean, you never know what the future might hold, so we'll see. But I think we're going to see it in the end zone. Oh, bobbled!
Whoa!
Sonic catches it!
It looks like the receiver who was intended to, maybe Mario, just wasn't ready for the reception, and Sonic
like-
swooped in to get the reception.
Looked like
Right here,
Luigi.
it bounces like off of his,
Wow.
yeah, off of his mask. It
Wow.
was Luigi, the intended receiver, but Sonic swoops right in, gets the touchdown right there.
That was one of
Sonic's
the
having a
most...
fantastic night.
One of the most interesting touchdown receptions I've ever seen. Bounced off of his hands, but caught by Sonic. Great play, great teamwork there. And now, score is only a difference of 7 points, 28-35. But the Titans will get the ball back with 44
Unless
seconds.
they try an
to wind
onside.
down. Yeah, that's true. I think it's very possible because only 7 points difference. If they can get a touchdown and go for 2, Broncos could walk away with their
However,
first
it's-
win. But onside kicks
It's
just
not very likely.
they don't have a history of working. in the SFL. Never has one been successful. But this could be a historic night. I mean, it already is guaranteed to be. One of these teams is going to get their first victory. We could see the first ever successful onside kick as well, but the play hasn't even been fully shown yet, so we'll see. Narin's still lined up deep, just in case it is a proper kickoff. No, it's going to be an onside. We'll see.
A major attempt coming up here. Here's the onside kick, and it's given right there to the Titans. I believe Aaron Murnane.
And that...
Aaron Murnane, another receiver we've all kind of forgotten about, who has not actually gotten the ball at all this season. We've not seen from Aaron Murnane, but there he is, getting a crucial onside recovery as Nar Seaman takes the field once again. 118 total yards today. Just a great game for him, and another great game for Austin Fleck. Perfect on the night. We'll see. They're just going to keep running it here.
Keeps running. Oh, he pushed far. He got a touch, not a touchdown, sorry, a first down. Great work. He pushed so far. I thought maybe that was going to be a 4 or 5 yard drive.
Using that blocker just to push up against this defense. Gets a first down all the way already to the Broncos' 34-yard line. Might we see another score from Tennessee here? No, they're going to go and take a knee. Interesting call considering the Broncos had 2 timeouts remaining. And they'll take a timeout, so that won't do much for Tennessee. I would think they just continue to run the ball, but
yeah, strange play there.
Second
but they
and
got
11 now.
Got a solid first down there, but yeah, I definitely would try to get at least one more and then start taking the knee, especially when Broncos hadn't wasted any of their timeouts, but going for another knee here. And we're going to see an instant timeout here from the Broncos. We do. Now no timeouts remaining.
It's an odd call by the Broncos, but I guess they're just persistent. Now facing a 3rd and 13.
No.
I guess...
If we see a knee here,
this could be the last play of the game. Definitely,
Absolutely.
I don't think they'll have to face a 4th down.
They will not
after taking a knee. So they'll take a knee here, and that will wrap this thing up.
28-35.
The Titans are going to get their first win of the SFL season, bringing their record to 1-2 as the Broncos fall to 0-3.
A great game for both of these teams, but truly all night for the Titans, lined up in punting position, just going to run the clock out. No, they're going to kick it away.
It looks like they'll give
And
the Broncos
they kick
a chance.
it out of bounds.
Wow. Okay, very
Wow.
risky and crazy call there, but
That's
I
the
guess that
game.
was just taunting the Broncos.
Wow,
That will be the end
interesting.
of the game. Titans will win at home 35-28.
Great game
And
tonight.
Austin Fleck has a perfect game.
That's the first one we've seen in the SFL. No incomplete passes tonight at all for Austin Fleck.
Like he's got a fan here on the Broncos team.
Crom.
Who is that? Oh, Fire Emblem Crom, showing him some love. I remember he got a major stop on him earlier in the game. There's your final, 38-28.
And that first touchdown of the night meant everything for the Titans. And we can see all the highlights of this game. Overall, the Titans playing the best we've seen them by far this entire season, but the Broncos got so close to tasting victory. All around, both these teams proving their strengths. I'm excited to see what comes in the future for both these teams, as now the Titans especially have claimed their first win. But that is going to be it for the AFC here in Week 3. We will join you soon for some NFC action.